What's going on, guys? Mattio Daddio Mining. Just wanted to give a quick update for the fan issues going on with the second batch of KS0s. I still have not heard anything back from Ice River on Telegram yet, but Greater Good Mining actually got a response from them and got a decent explanation of what is going on to shed some light on this, which is, fantastic. I mean, at least we got something. And so this is their response. Okay, so we appreciate the discussion around the default fan speed setting for the second batch of KS0s. Please note that the fan is set to start spinning when the chip temperature reaches a certain range, ensuring that the chip is operating within its optimal temperature range. And next they say, it is important to understand that the surface of the machine may feel very hot to the touch when the chip is at its optimal operating temperature. This is a normal phenomenon and indicates that the chip is operating efficiently. Last, they said, our miners have high temperature protection mechanisms. No need to worry if the surface temperature is elevated with stable hash rate. Thank you for understanding and support. So, I mean, that is fantastic to know. I mean, it seems like now they are using a different firmware on the second batch than they were the first batch, which, I mean, still, I'm not really sure. I'll leave the link below to Greater Good Mining's video because he goes into a little bit more depth on the temps. He actually didn't get a number back on what that operating temperature is, but it looks like somebody else has has more information on that one. But I guess the one thing that I just don't understand is, if it needs to be hotter to operate more effectively, then I guess why are they telling us that using this device you need some type of fan on it? And I mean, I guess a heads up on, hey, these fans are not going to kick on. I mean, as miners, fans are key. Cooling is key. If you're running too hot, you're going to have a bad day. The last thing that any miner wants to do is melt the rig. So, I mean, I'm glad there is an explanation out there now. So, but yeah, so there's still no issues, or I'm sorry, not issues. There's still no reasoning why, though, that Wooly Pulley and Hero Miners is not working. Greater Good did go on to say that there's a lot of people out there, besides the fan problems, that are having issues with the devices going to zero, like I was explaining in a couple of my previous videos. And I think one of the ones that he showed on his video was, I mean, he had a couple of spikes that hit damn near zero, and I had that when I was mining to Wooly Pulley and Hero, and except it actually would go to zero. Like every 10 minutes, it would go all the way down to zero, then it would die for 10 minutes, and it would shoot back up, and then back down, and then so on and so forth. But ever since I moved to Caspa's pool, I mean, I got one big dip here when it hits 50, and then about 60, 65 there. But I mean, really, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, it's staying pretty. It's averaging 100. So, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say tonight. New firmware, new system set up for the fans, and it is normal. Your KS0s are not DOA out of the box if the fans are not spinning. I don't know. I mean, like with mine would start spinning after 15 or 20 minutes, but I still don't know what that temperature is, that target temp, because some days, it would take 15 minutes and the temp wouldn't be higher than 50. And then there was another day where I let it go to like 70 and they still hadn't kicked on yet. So I don't know. I would like something written from Ice River on what that exact temperature is, so we as buyers know what we're running and what we're doing here, because I don't know. I feel like something like this to be left in the dark on is not quite right. But that's just my opinion. So as I said before, I will leave the link to Greater Good Mining's video down in the description. All right, that's it. Everybody have a great